Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review, and I hope you enjoy this series. This is going to be the 11th chapter to Jinrou Game, the B-side, and man, the story is unraveling, and it's getting deeper and deeper into the actual story. Now, before I continue, I do want to say a few things. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button, and also, if you guys haven't seen the first 10 videos on this series, you guys can check them out in my channel, as well as the previous series to this series called Jinrou Game. And what else? Also, lastly, if you guys don't want the chapter to be spoiled, then make sure you know that there's a spoiler alert on this video. So, we got dropped off with Inamoto telling her story and Issei punching her in her story. Now, before I continue, I do want to say the chapter itself had a warning notice, and now I'm not fully sure if this is part of the original or it was just part of the translation, but there was a warning saying that if you guys are sensitive to domestic violence, that this chapter was going to have quite a bit of disturbing scenes. And it did. I mean, I don't think they were more disturbing than what we've seen so far in the death section of the story. But obviously, domestic violence can trigger some people, especially if they've gone through it. So I do want to say, if you guys are triggered with domestic violence, I would want you guys to avoid this chapter as well. So let's continue. So Issei, as you guys can see, abused of Inamoto physically, and his mom came in the room and he just told her she fell and hit herself in the face. I mean, Inamoto is bleeding, and Issei explains to Inamoto the fact that he hit her was because she was being a slut and she was lending her stuff to other people. Not reason enough, you know. Domestic violence a lot of times are just what it is, you know. The guy is, or the girl is jealous, and they abuse them physically, sometimes not just by force, but also psychologically. So anyways, she meets with him another day in public, and she tells him, we're gonna break up. And he follows her to her house and then beats her up again and says, no, we can't, you're not going to break up until I say we can break up. And that's basically their relationship. And that was the end of the story. Actually, the end of the story was, and Inamoto says, I didn't want to listen to what he wanted to say, so he cut off the ear of my younger brother and sent it to me in the mail. I mean, that's how psychotic of a psychopath Issei is. And again, the people that were hearing this story is Zaiki, creepy girl, and Nishina-san, a werewolf that works with Issei. So they hear this. Inamoto Saiki, please vote him out. Get people to vote for him. She tells her, you know what? I will consider him for the next day, but today I'm gonna vote for Todo. So Todo is the guy that shoplifted, and she kind of bullied him for a while. So she wants him to die. And Inamoto says, you know what? I'm fine with that. I can wait for another day. So they do that. They go into the rooms, and obviously there's some conversation here and there, but at the end of the chapter, everyone meets up again in the lunch area, and Kosune kind of brings everyone there for a meeting, and Kosune then finally lets it out. Now, Kosune, if you guys don't know, is one of the kind of nerdier guys. He's been quiet for a while. He has interacted quite a bit in the beginning, but then he just became quiet. Well, Kosune blurs out, I am the fortune teller, and Inoue-san is lying, and Issei, I checked on him last night, and Issei is actually, in fact, a werewolf. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Issei, at least in the artwork, is already freaking out. Now, don't know if he's going to show that in the next chapter. The next chapter is the last chapter of the volume, by the way, or what's going to happen, but Kosune is revealing that he's the fortune teller, which means both or two of the werewolves are now in danger. Now, I don't know if they're going to flip it on him and then they're going to end up killing Kosune, or what. But Issei is now under the bus in two different ways. One, he is not in the likable censor of Saiki and obviously Inamoto or Nishino-san, and now he's being claimed to be a werewolf. So it's going to get really interesting next chapter. I will be releasing the next chapter, chapter 12, tomorrow morning, so make sure you guys check out that video. Thank you for those who have been watching my videos and who are watching live. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss that next chapter of the review that I'll have for you guys. Thank you again for all the support, guys, and like always,